know how it feels. We'll start with machines. Okay? Alright, get it. Are we on? Are we still on, or are we good? You good? He's good. I guess we're still on. So what's this going to be about? Guys, check out our COVID-ready house design. Like once we had a project, we'd be all out excited. What would happen is that every time a project would be officially our project, we'd gather up, we'd try to compose ourselves, try to think of not ruining the moment. So kind of a celebration, but trying to hold it. So we'd gather together, we'd try to take a walk or take a drive down somewhere. So we try to loosen up, get that excitement a little bit on the ground. So you guys have access to the washroom at the back, so you can change before you come in, so you can disinfect and sanitize before you get in. That's what our plans are equipped for. And also, along the way, we constantly talk about the project. We constantly talk about what's going to be, what our plan is going to be, how we're going to surprise the owner, what our process is going to be, what the schedule is going to be, and it's going to be like that until, the project hasn't even started yet. And that's what we're going through on the first day. But if you think about it, nothing has been done yet. We just got that project. So what I'm saying is we got that project, we're really excited, and we took all the means to keep that excitement to a minimum, so not to ruin the moment. So we went around, tried to enjoy ourselves, tried to relax, tried to compose ourselves, and going out there, meeting a lot of people, trying to relax a little bit, going out with the kids, kind of puts you in that situation where kind of need to say, relax. There's still much to do, a lot of tasks to overcome. The series of houses, we've got the single detached small, the single detached big, the bungalow, the duplex, the addition, and finally the large sprawl, all of which are equipped with a washroom directly accessible to the rear, all of which have washrooms accessible in a separate entrance, so you can do all your disinfecting, sanitize before you get into the house. Family is the priority, man. You're doing this for them. It's kind of a challenge because we're counting the days where we have to leave the premises. We're avoiding all contact and we're trying to do everything virtually, so it's kind of a challenge. It's kind of a culture shock from a culture where human interaction is part of our culture and is part of what we normally do, coming from a culture where human interaction is very much required and needed to know your clientele or them knowing us. How do you explain to the owner your intentions of building their house when you personally haven't met them? You only met them online. How do you try to explain to them how you work, what kind of person you are, and how your processes are going to be? You kind of need to have that soul kind of initial response when you first meet online. It's kind of difficult because we're trying to express to them our well thought out house design. That's the only way to get across. Access at the back, washroom at the rear, addition, access at the side, and you can disinfect near the garage. Detached small, you got access near the kitchen, through the kitchen, to the washroom, there you have it. Detached big, you've got access to the washroom, you've got a separate entrance, separate room, so you can do your disinfecting. Our largest house, the sprawl, washrooms at the rear. Do your disinfecting there, sanitize yourself before you get in. Again, families first. You're doing this for them. It won't match the things we used to do, like, dining out, sharing a meal, enjoying the meeting with beers, but it kind of meets the whole thing halfway. By doing the introduction first through our video, like explaining something you haven't even thought of yet. Really, don't get me wrong, construction, design, property development isn't easy to express as fun, really. Not only that it's expensive to talk about, it's monotonous and sometimes boring. So the challenge here is how to make it easy to understand and entertaining at the same time. So it takes the undertaking bearable to achieve considering the task at hand. So basically the owner is going to confide in you on what's being presented. So they'll know how to talk to you because they've seen examples of how you bring yourself. Our housing was designed years ago, but I couldn't believe how its designs were extended to today's situations and how it managed to point out critical circulation flows required by today's standards and needs. What I mean is by knowing who you will be working with, knowing his habits, knowing his humor, knowing his intentions, or knowing his way of presentations is a little bit of a glimpse of knowing the person you'll be working with for the next 6 months building your house or simply doing a development campaign. Like any other project, we care. So, like this guy right here, we take care of each project like it were our own. We actually picked this guy up from the garbage, and it took him quite a while to get used to stuff, but it's been 4 years, and look at him now. He's scratching the chair. And now he's trying to get off. So we care about how it turns out, how, if you can live with it, if the flow is right, and if you do belong in that house of yours, and can you take care of it, and can you maintain how clean you are, huh? You wanna get on my chair? Okay. Hey. Okay. We're doing the hokey pokey. We're doing... There we go.